Hello, and welcome back to your Genesis Software training video. In today's training video, we will go over processing downloads. Let's get started. From inside your Genesis Now dashboard, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have your downloads card added to your dashboard. By simply clicking the plus on your dashboard, you can click and add the downloads card to your dashboard. That's the first step. So when you log in each morning, you'll notice if you have downloads to process. If you notice that there are red numbers in your downloads box, you simply click in that box and it is indicating that down below you have downloads to process. Anything up top is okay. That means it's working the way it should, but anything below does need your attention. If you come to your downloads and see that the name is turned blue and it matches this name, that's indicating that it is already being processed and you are good to go. However, if you go to your next page of downloads and you notice that you have a download that has no name or it has add a company, that means it needs your attention. The first thing it's telling you is that the company that downloaded this policy did not update in here. So you can click Add Company, and that will add your company. Now that the company has been added, now you need to tell the system where this policy needs to go. The first thing you want to check is to see if this person is already in your system. Simply click in this space, type in their name. Let me move my mouse. Radine Johnson is not in the system. And then sometimes I like to check the last name. Oh, if I can spell it correctly, Johnson, to see if there's a Ray Dean, because sometimes we may put them in the system as just Ray Johnson or Dean Johnson, where their name is Ray Dean. So I don't have any Ray or Dean Johnson. So I'll be sure to clear this space. And now that I know they are not in my system, I can now click process. And I'm telling the system, go ahead, create a profile for Ray Dean Johnson and put in their policy information. Once I click process, the system updates and takes care of that client. Again, in order to process your downloads, you want to start at the dashboard, clicking in the downloads box, which brings you here. If you notice a client without anything on the right, you click here and first search for their name. I'll search for Walton. I have no Waltons in my system. I'm going to make sure this is clear. And since they're not in my system, I will process to tell the system, go ahead and create a profile for this person and put their policy in for me. Done. Just to clarify, starting with your downloads, the first step is to make sure that you have your downloads dashboard card on your dashboard. Should you log in and see any red numbers in your download card, you want to click and it will then bring you to the downloads at the bottom that need processing. Should you come here and see that the name on the right is matching the name on the left and it's in blue, it's already set to process. You can move on. You're simply looking for those that do not have a matching name or that are not blue on the right side. Again, once you do find one of those, the first thing you want to do is search to see if they're in your system. Oglesby. They are not in my system. So I want to make sure this is clear that I haven't mistakenly clicked on and input the wrong name. Once I clear this out, I will process to tell the system, go ahead and create a profile for Deborah and pull her policy in so that she is now in my system with her policy. I hope you found this video very helpful, but should you have questions, always remember at the very bottom right is the orange chat support icon, and all the way to the left, scrolling down to resources, clicking there and clicking on help, you can go to our YouTube channel to watch tutorial videos. Thank you for joining me.